I said I came straight from the bottom, getting profit off that product. Little purple haze, little sour D's, little Molly beans, I got it. And I came straight from the projects. Niggas whipping that Pyrex, soaking in the kitchen. Whipping, trying to make the whole pie stretch. In the kitchen, whipping, trying to make the whole pie stretch. In the kitchen, whipping, trying to make.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the Kitchen 718 with J-Rock.
I'm K-Rock.
Where we be cooking up, stirring up them pots with them issues, you know what I'm saying? Because dudes been getting away with things for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I want to address some of these things, you feel me?
Right.
So today's topic I want to talk about is the generational gap, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as from my generation, your generation, you know what I'm saying, our nephew's generation,
right,
until now, this new generation, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a big gap, you know what I'm saying, where we went from the age of hustlers to now, you got so many young people that's out here and they hardcore like dope fiends. They might not feel like that,
right,
but when you popping them pills got dope, all kind of fentanyl, they got all kind of it's like a cosmetic of drugs in there, and a lot of these young kids is taking that stuff. So I would like to know, you know, like, what's your take on that?
I just feel like, you know, it's just weird to me, especially, you know, we from New York. Not saying that a lot and that has anything to do with it, but like when I see New York dudes, you know what I'm saying, they popping pills, they got lean, you know, that started in the country to me, you know what I'm saying, and when I see it spread it to New York, it's like a epidemic, you know what I mean? Like people dying from this.
Yeah,
you know
right.
Like these young boys is dying. Like we even just lost Rich Homie Quan.
Right.
Fentanyl.
Right.
All the Hollywood actresses and all of that, they fentanyl. It's killing people. It's
look
crazy.
at the young white guy that was over in another country, and he just jumped off of Biden.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of drugs is these young kids using?
I don't know. It's just weird. You know, I see young dudes in the studio. They got the cup of lean. They thinking it's cute. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, that is rocking people. I just don't understand. My generation coming up, we smoke weed. I don't even smoke that no more. The weed, I feel like the weed got fentanyl in it. I smoke some weed. I feel stuck. I can't even smoke weed no more. Like, the weed is sprayed, and just even the weed, like
nowadays, you can't even say what somebody putting in whatever if you're trying to. That's why I stay away from that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I always did. You know what I'm saying, sis? You know, a funny story, right? I'm gonna tell this story, right? And like I said before, you know, for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna leave names out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I probably was about 16 years old, right?
Right.
And, you know, back then you was way younger than me, so you know I was into the life of, you know, basketball, sports, and stuff like that, right?
16, I was about 9.
And so I remember clear as day, man. This was the time when everybody was driving Mitsubishi Galants and Cresciders and all that. Right. And I had, you know, I was out there in the streets. You know that I was out there in the streets then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do.
Right.
But one of my homeboys, right? We had just came back. We had just came back from playing a basketball game, right?
Right.
And we were sitting in the car, you know what I'm saying? We were sitting in our hood, and the brother was like, all right, J-Rock, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to catch you later, right? So I said, damn, Joker, you putting me out? You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, because what I'm going to do, you don't do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, we're talking about 16. This like, this the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the 80s.
Did you ever smoke weed before?
Yeah. I used to.
Because I don't even remember you smoking.
Yeah, I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you know, this is like he like, yeah, what I'm going to do, you don't do. Right. So then I said, hold up, champ. I said, what you mean I don't do? I said, how you know I don't do that? Right. You feel me?
Right.
So he was like, all right, come on. So we pulled off, right?
Okay.
Yo, he pulls up on an abandoned block, man, and pull out the dollar bill, right?
Oh man, he
just took a poop.
Man, he was on that murder.
Hey, look, I looked at yo, K-Rock, I looked at him, I said,
you on that murder.
I said, you know what? I said, you right, I don't do that.
Right.
And jumped out the car, went in the store, got me a 40 ounce of Old English, man.
Right.
And that was it. But that's just, you know, one situation. And I was just, you know, saying that to say, like, nowadays, the things that these young boys is doing, young girls is doing, is much worse than that. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. But I remember, like, in our older brothers, time. Shout out to Tislam, may he rest in peace. In his generation, heroin was out, right? His generation. Our generation became weed. Now this generation is pills, lean, fentanyl. The weed is sprayed. Like you don't even, if you get some weed right now, the weed is making people go crazy. Yeah. And we was in the circle and everybody was out there. They like, yo, Kim, don't leave him alone. He crazy. I'm like, nah, I went to school with dude. Like he know me, you know, this my peoples. I went to school with him. Right. And he was like, yeah, what's up? You know, da 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 da. I mean, he was funky, he was musty and everything. Like the nigga hit rock bottom. Everything all right. And I felt so sorry for him. He was like, let me have fun. What happened? He was like, yo, man, they laced my weed. That shit rocked me. Like he was like a bum on the streets. We went to school together. He was a straight A student. The dude, they lace him with the weed. Like you can't even smoke weed nowadays. Yeah. Weed. People having withdrawals and weed. Like I know people that smoke weed, they be having withdrawals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they don't have it, they spazzing out. Like the whole day is.
That means they putting something on the weed then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's weird. I think hip hop, you know, certain people like even a young generation, like the Kodak Blacks and you know the Lil Wayne was on lean. It almost killed Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? He had a seizure on the plane. But Kodak, they trying to get him to stop. Kodak is hard on them pills.
And see, you know, I had another conversation with a young boy. You know what I'm saying? I look to him like he's my nephew, man. I'm talking to him, and he pretty much, you know, he gave me like a rundown on how these young guys feel as far as about the pills and all that. They don't look at it as being hard drugs to where in my generation that was frowned upon. Like you didn't use drugs. The closest thing you use was some weed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I saw my man take out the dollar bill and I was like, and by the way, I kind of shied away from him after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really want to have nothing to do with it. Yeah, because we ain't got nothing in common after that. Oh, and another thing, right? It's funny. This is the reason why when we used to play basketball, he used to be zipping up and down the court, and I used to wonder how he got all this energy.
Right, but honestly, I think the cocaine thing, because when I was in college, it was like that was like a white person thing. And when it was time for them to study, they would say that the coke kept them up, like they'll be able to study and it made them speed. You know what I'm saying? Like so they that was their excuse. They found coke in the White House. You saw that? Mm-hmm. They hired the White House. I said, what in the world?
I mean, it's no way around it. But like I said, you know, like I just want to address some of the issues between the generation gap. Like another time, man, and a good friend of mine, we was talking, and he was telling me, he was like, you know, well, as far as you know, y'all generation and to now, it's almost like the roles is reversed. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I'm not glorifying what you was doing back then because you was hustling. You was poisoning the community. I said, you're right. He said, but back then, like guys, because he's like a generation or two after me. And he was like, well, guys, you know, my age, we kind of idolized guys like y'all. We wanted to be like y'all because y'all had the nice cars or whatever, the jewelry, the girls. So he was like, you know, we wanted to be like y'all. He said, but nowadays, the guys that's doing that, they look down upon, and the young guys, they winning, and they popping pills, and they frowning all night. It's like, so now it's like the hustler fell off and the junkie is up. I was like, yo, that's...
But they hard-headed, too.
But that's crazy. This generation
is hard-headed. They don't listen to nothing. They think they know everything. They think that, like... See, like, it's different. Like, me growing up, you know what I'm saying, how y'all call it build, and y'all 5%, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was lessons in that, like, that I learned from, that I still carry with me today. Like, you know what I'm saying? But to talk to this generation right now, they think they know everything. Like, it's hard to talk to them. It's like they feel like you never been there before.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing new under the sun is what they say.
Right.
Right? Which is a fact. So they ain't realizing, like, you was hustling. I did a bid. I've been doing bids. You done did some bids.
Yeah,
now think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Did some bids.
Like, we done did that, like they say in the song, so you wouldn't have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
they don't understand that though.
No, they don't listen. It's like they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, he goes to jail again. Like, they hard-headed. Like,
goes back to what I said. Like this, and this was one of the things that and it goes back to the age. This generation, like, they are on hard drugs, so their mind be altered. You feel me? So it's like when when they do something in the moment,
right,
they're not even realizing the consequence behind that. You see what I'm saying? Like, how many times you ever seen them young boys, they go out, they kill a whole bunch of people, or they shooting this one, shoot that one, they got a bunch of murders under their belt.
Right.
And then when they get in court and the judge starts talking about 1,000,000 years,
right,
them dudes is in there crying. Now the reality is setting in. You feel me? That reality is setting in on them. And now they're looking crazy. You feel me? Now they wish they would have listened.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like, by the time they figure it out, it's too late. Like, the plan is to get rich and leave the hood, right? Now, you can show love to the hood, right? Because I'm always going to go back, no matter what I am, what I accomplish in life, because that's where I came from. But they want to go back to the block, hang with their homies, still be in the streets, still busting guns. Like, nigga, you made it.
Right, you can't do that.
You made it. Why are you going back to the hood? Now you in the hood. Why you can pay a nigga to shoot a nigga? Like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you carrying guns?
You don't even want to do that though, because when you do that, you implement yourself in that street shit. Once you get out the game and you made it out the streets, you need to be out the streets totally. You need
that's what I
do this right here. Wash your hands with that. You feel me? Because it ain't for you no more after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's my thing. Like, if it's get rich or die trying, and to make it out the hood. Everybody wants to make it out the hood. These dudes make it out the hood and go back and be on the block and get involved and shootouts, and it's like, what's the point? You got your wish. You wanted to make it out. You got money now.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, right? To me, I think the drug influences their choices a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the reason they can't leave the hood, because they gotta still feel like they are like qualified to be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So not realizing that you're in a whole nother tax bracket. You can't be in the hood with this guy that got $600 and you got $6 million. You can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, of course, that's gonna breed animosity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, this guy might have came up with you, but you left him in the hood. So he mad. He envious.
That's another thing I think. Like, I feel like everybody can't go where you're supposed to go.
Right. They not made
like,
for
if
it.
you got your close friends, your family, whatever, you want to look out for them. But the whole hood is not supposed to come with you. But some dudes, this generation, they like fronting. You know what I'm saying? Like, our generation, we had real dudes. Like, niggas was real. You know what I mean? These young boys, they want to front. You know what I'm saying? I got the bust down, the AP.
I tell you what, though.
They like fronting.
I tell you what, though. My time when I went down to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? When I first got out the feds, right? I went down to Atlanta. You know, a couple of my homeboys schooled me to how dudes really be rocking. Not them, because them dudes is all the way up. But dudes be wearing bust down APs, but they be fake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I found out, I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He said, so it's all for show. You know what I'm saying?
That goes back to what I'm saying. They be fronting.
Yes, but
when we grew up, we was taught ain't no future in front.
Right.
That's what the difference.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Question.
They front. We knew not to front. We was good. We good. You know, y'all wear your Timbs, Carhartt, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Chuckers. I wish they bring that back out. You know what I'm saying? But on some real shit, like this generation, they want to front. Let me put the Balenciaga on with this. You know, they front.
Now let me say this though, sis. Let me say this though, right? I'm gonna say this.
Right.
All right. Now we did enough, you know, bashing them, right? But you know, to me, like, what's the solution? You know what I'm saying? How do we fix that going forward?
I think we need to start a movement. How Farrakhan started the Millionaire March. I think everybody that has a platform.
You mean the Millionaire March?
I said the Millionaire March. And you know where my mind is at. On the way to the top. Yeah, so guys, you know, it's great that y'all came at a time like this.
Right, because we
were saying, go ahead.
We was already talking about this issue as far as like the generation gap. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff that I spoke on was through the conversation that me and him had already. You know what I mean? But I do want to address, you know, some of the stuff that I've seen, you know, recently, like on social media, like I was talking to nephew, like, how do you got guys, like some of these young guys think that they got like a reset button or a rewind. Like, you go out there, like, I'll give you an example. I watched a video maybe like a couple of months ago of this young boy, right? He got on social media playing, talking about yeah. I'm getting ready to go shoot at the cops. Like they probably gonna kill me, but I'm gonna shoot at them anyway. Like he went outside. He went outside and shot at the police, and they killed him.
Right.
They killed him. And he had his phone in his hand and he was filming it.
And that was dumb. So now we're trying to fix it. We just got a question. I said I think maybe we, like everybody that has a strong platform, that maybe they should say something that they try to help you. Because I feel like, not saying y'all, I love y'all, you know, y'all take care of your kids, y'all do good with that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, like,
once again, K-Rock, it's not their generation. It's the generation after them. It's not their generation. No, after them.
My generation. That's what I had to say. Yeah.
And it's like they like senseless murders. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really worried about a lot of kids are dying off of fentanyl. Like I got like 3 homeboys. Their kids was 24 years old and they lost their sons from pills, popping pills. You never know what you got. You know what you gonna get or whatever the case may be. So do you think that? I just want to know, like, do you think that it's something to do with music, or do niggas want to be down, or niggas be fronting? Like, what do you think? I just want to ask one question. I know you don't really want to, you know. Do you think it's a fashion?
I think it's a music thing. I think it started with music.
Yeah, me too.
I think it started with music.
I think it starts with wanting to be down, wanting to be cool and noticed by the bros and the hoes.
So you say
that's what I think. That's what I think it is.
What else?
Yeah.
But see when you talking about, you know, and by the way, people, these are my nephews. They talking in the background. So if you hear voices in the background, that's them, and they just a generation ahead of the one that I'm really addressing. So think on that, because when you saying that, right, what you think is eating pills, that is dope. And fentanyl and hard drugs
for money.
That's junky. That's junky.
So what was you gonna say though? You say you think it's music and what else? Because I want to hear.
So look, right. And when y'all was coming up, like we said, dope,
right,
weed,
clean. That's something we sniff, right?
Right.
So look, even though niggas still junkies in their own way popping pills, guess what? A lot of niggas pop pills, they still looking down, frowned upon when a nigga go up top.
Right. Right.
So.
And that's crazy to me.
So when niggas popping pills, I ain't gonna say.
You think it's better than?
Yeah.
They feel like it's better than.
Yeah, niggas would think popping pills is better than sniffing something.
I agree.
I don't understand.
They feel like it's better, but it's really the same.
But you niggas ain't gonna know until they fall gone.
A lot of times, right? This be the psyche of people, right? When you using mind-altering chemicals, your psyche be like, oh, it ain't doing that. It's just a pill. It's just a pill, until it becomes 2 pills, and then 3 pills, and now you doing 10s and 20s and 30s, and it's just constantly going up. Now you need to eat 2 30s, and so it's the same principle.
What you think?
So since we're in the kitchen,
right? Cooking.
Yeah, we cooking. What's up?
Cooking.
I'm about to stir up the pot.
Stir up the pot.
Stir it up, right?